This week on Crappie Masters TV. Kentucky Lake is on the rise, making quality fish scattered and hard to find. But as for the 80 anglers that are taking part in the Crappie Masters American Ethanol Kentucky and Barkley Lakes Tennessee State Championships, anglers are having to think outside the box. Find out what they do in order to find healthy tournament fish. Mother Nature is turning it on. When the smoke clears and the dust settles, there are always a few elite anglers that figure it out.
Let's get it on! Here we go, your top 10, and somebody is going to win this Kentucky-Tennessee American Ethanol State Championship.
It's the Crappie Masters Tennessee State Championships at Kentucky and Barkley Lakes, now on Crappie Masters TV.
All right, here we go, looking for $8.99. $8.91! Oh! Man!
In the freshwaters of North America lives one of the most sought-after sport fish in the United States. The crappie. With some of the greatest crappie fishing in the world, the greatest anglers from all corners come together, all striving for tournament victories, state championships, and of course, the ultimate prize, the coveted national championship. These are the Crappie Masters, and this is Crappie Masters TV. Crappie Masters Television is brought to you by the Renewable Fuels Association, American Ethanol, the Missouri Corn Growers Association, Humminbird, and Minn Kota.
We are back for another exciting episode of Crappie Masters Television. This week, we're here for the American Ethanol Kentucky and Tennessee State Championship Tournament on Kentucky Lake and Lake Barkley. And it has been a tough week of fishing. The water has risen 3 to 5 feet. There is junk floating everywhere out in the water. We do have some pre-fishing coverage that we got earlier in the week. Fish on. There we go. Smaller. And another fish on. It can happen that fast. We're putting a few fish in the boat. Another one. Got a whole hot spot right here. But today is the start of the tournament. We're on Lake Barkley. We got the Genco fishing team over here, Tony and Mike Shepard, who says that the bite over here has been fair, but when they catch fish, they've been catching some big fish. We're gonna have good weather today. Supposed to have calm winds this afternoon. Wind might jump up to the 10-mile-an-hour range out of the west, which means it'll be blowing right into here. So they may have to contend with a little bit of wind this afternoon. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around from team to team that we can catch up with out here, and we're going to see if we can't figure out how they're catching these fish and bring you some tips for when you come down here, but also see who's going to win this state championship tournament. All right, we caught up with our next team out here, not too far away from the Shepherds. Look like they are moving from brush pile to brush pile. This water looked to be about 15 foot in depth. They are spider rigging. They are using that Humminbird 360. You can see the boat there start to slow down, so they're getting close to a pile. What they're going to do is when they see that brush coming up, they can get slowed down ahead of time because they use that 360, and they can push their baits into the brush pile. There we go, moving in. Putting that 360 to work. That's right. All right, here we go. They're catching up with some brush. The lines are starting to straighten out now. Dropping down in it. They've got a brush pile marked. Their lines have straightened out, which means they've slowed the boat down. They're going to soak in baits in that brush. So what he's doing is stripping out line to get that bait to bottom out. And once it bottoms out, he's gonna reel it up a few turns. That's gonna put the baits just off of the bottom. Fish on. Fish on. Definitely not the quality of fish you're looking for. Yeah, in years past, you know, on these lakes, it's taken 12 plus pounds a day to win. This year, I'm hearing might be lucky to catch 11 pounds, but we hear a lot of stuff. We're gonna find out today. All right, we caught back up with Tony and Mike Shepard. They made a little move. They was out in the deeper water. Now they're back in the shallower water. It's muddier, the water temperature's warmer, and they're going around and targeting these stake beds back here. See, they've got their trolling poles out. They each are holding a pole in their hand, jigging it through them stakes, trying to trigger a bite. Got about 6 or 8 foot of line out. Fish. They have had a bite. Tony and Mike Shepard, they got 3 keepers in the boat. We are going to put this boat in gear and head out to the river.
Bobby. Do something. Too late.
Looks like a decent fish. Fish on. This might be our first crappie of the day. Here we go. I have found some underwater brush here. That's a good one.
We went somewhere earlier trying to catch, you know, some big fish. We got struck out, so we're trying to get 7 fish right now. I don't care as long as they're legal, you know.
Yeah.
What we're fishing right here is a couple of stake beds that's got stakes on them about that tall, but they're 2x4s. Right here, I'm using a jig head.
This could be, wow. See if we can get the fish. I think that fish is still swell. Yeah, it's a good one. Okay.
We'll take it.
We'll take it. Whatever it takes.
That's a first.
I'm glad that wasn't on film.
Oh yeah.
It's not always pretty. It's a little sloppy sometimes.
There's a good one. This might be a good fish. Best fish. All right. Picking a few up. That was a little better.
That's a little better there, wasn't it? It still ain't gonna do you any good. Our goal right now is to keep being embarrassed this evening.
All right, that is Team Haley. They're here from Illinois. We're over here on Lake Barkley. They caught 4 or 5 fish there. We'll find some more teams. We have been burning up some E10 fuel out here on this lake today. We are putting on some miles trying to find teams, and we're catching back up with a team of Freeman and Holiday. Seen them catch a good fish earlier. It's a new location. It's got that pole bent over good. Let's see that 2.6. Oh. Not the 2.6, but looks like a good 1.5 pound fish, or maybe a little better. Take that.
Yeah. Be sure you show that to my wife. So she'll know where I am today.
Oh. Just a little one. That fish is down there, oh my, at least 15 foot deep. That fish was way down there. That's a keeper. Looks like they may be moving on, just like us. Well, what's the good word?
We got to see.
6 of them. Fish on. Hey, that's gonna be a keeper. That'll be their 7th keeper. Not exactly a tournament fish, but when you got 6, it becomes one. Well, that's going to wrap up our day 1 coverage out here on Kentucky and Barkley Lakes. It has been, number one, a struggle to find teams out here fishing because it's such a big body of water, and the bite's tough. We have seen a few fish get caught and a couple decent fish. So we're going to head in for the day 1 weigh-in.
Hi, I'm Adam Andrews. I'm on staff at Kentucky Corn Growers Association. We've sponsored the Kentucky-Tennessee State Championship on Barkley and in Kentucky Lake. We want anglers to know the truth about ethanol in marine engines, and Crappie Masters has been a great outlet for that discussion.
This is the American Ethanol Kentucky-Tennessee State Championship. 9:02 today. There you go. Yeah, I do want to thank Pam and all the folks here at Buchanan Resort doing a great job. You see them, make sure to say thank you. Looky there, boys and girls. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your day 1 top 10. Let's give them a hand.
We just got out here for day 2, the American Ethanol Tennessee and Kentucky State Championship Tournament. We're with the Missouri Corn Growers Association and American Ethanol team. Billy Dawn Surface. Fish on, fish on. Hey, and that's a keeper. Just been fishing a few minutes and caught his first keeper fish of the morning. It's going to be an exciting tournament. There's a bunch of teams grouped up in the top 10, real close weights. One big fish out here could move you several positions. Fish on, fish on. A little sand bass. Fish on. Might be a good one.
This one's got whiskers.
Yep. Well, that's Billy Dawn Surface representing Missouri Corn, American Ethanol. Off to a decent start. We're going to hop over a couple more bays and find some more teams. It's going to be one of them days we got to cover a lot of water. All right, we just left Billy Dawn Surface, moved down a cove. Here's Charlie Bunning, power pole team. I think he says he's got 1 keeper in the boat, and it's like a 10.5-inch fish. And so he's on the move, trying to find some big ones. Hey, what Charlie's doing out here is he's got his Ultrex, trolling motor and his graph. They're synced together. He's got a Solix 12. You can pull up that waypoint and say go to cursor, and that trolling motor is taking him right to that cursor. So he's got waypoints marked all up and down this lake. Fish on. Want a real light bite. Really, really light bite. That might make the keeper box.
Right on the bottom.
Wow. And just barely bit it.
Yeah, just loaded up.
The fish that we've seen this morning have been light bites. That's the 2nd fish in a box. We got another team over here. We're gonna idle over to them real fast. So we've seen you from a distance catching a couple of fish. Have you had much luck this morning?
We got our 7, but we don't have any weight. We could weigh that bass. We caught a bass.
I've seen that thing. It's making a lot of noise.
Yeah.
There's a fish on right here.
I don't think
Not
it's
crappie. Kitty, kitty.
That's what it is.
Old head shaker. Another bass. Another largemouth. Just left Charlie Bunning and come over, and we've got Tony Hughes and Bart Gillen. And Bart there, one of our national sponsors with the rod safe. You can actually see it. It's on the side of Tony's boat right there. You lay your rods down there, and you can strap them down at the back. At the base of the rod safe, it's got a fold down, lock down component. You can actually lock it down, lock it with a key, and I'm telling you, you cannot remove your fishing poles. Great national sponsor, great product. You can check them out online. Recommend that you get those. Could be. And it is. Pretty good fish.
Yeah.
We had just picked up the Renewable Fuels Association team, Terry Richard, Kent Williams, and they're in here long line trolling, different than we've seen from most teams out here. A decent fish on. Is that the first one of the morning?
No. Number 7.
Fish on. Here we go. There's a pole bender. That's when you're going a mile an hour.
Good fish, good fish.
Might have a good fish here. Another crappie. Oh, that's a decent one. Oh yeah.
Take 1 pounders at this point.
I would say so. That fish is probably right at a pound, isn't it?
Yeah.
Another fish on. Let's see what we got. It's not a bad one. It ain't gonna hurt you.
No.
Another fish on. That's not a big one. Just kind of as we left these guys the other day, long line trolling, catching a lot of fish. The problem is they're catching a lot of fish like that. But every once in a while they do catch a good one. So.
I mean, they're absolutely killing it.
We're gonna go get set up for the weigh-in. Let's go see who's gonna be the champion.
Folks, what a day we have for you on Crappie Masters Television. It's Championship Saturday here from Kentucky and Barkley Lakes. It's the American Ethanol Kentucky-Tennessee State Championship. Lots of teams from across the country fighting for $5,000 plus. Let's go to the weigh-in right now. Again, thanks so much to all of our great sponsors: ACS Marine, Mineral Wells Package, Buchanan Resort, Quality Inn, Cypress Bay, Mansfield Island Resort and Marina, Paris Landing State Park Inn and Paris Inn and Suites. Let's give all those local sponsors a hand. Thank them so much. We're getting ready to get to our top 10. Look at this weight. This is the biggest weight of the tournament so far. 1069. Woo! Two-day weight, 1744. Yeah.
We got married 2 years ago today.
How about that? Happy anniversary. Attaboy. Let's get it on. Here we go. Your top 10. Put your hands together for the team of Jim Freeman and Doc Holliday. 905, gentlemen, you got it? 846, gonna fall a little bit short, but a great tournament. 1686, gentlemen. Let's give them a hand. Good tournament. Welcome, Roper Outdoors team of Tommy and Jared Roper. 899 is gonna be close. 891. Are you gonna do that? Oh! 2-day weight of 1737. All right, here comes the team of Richard and George Hughes. There they have it, 898, 741 with a 2-day championship weight of 1588. All right. What happened today, my friend? They just weren't there. Here comes the team of Henry and Joe Haley. 891, 875. Good weight. 875, 1729, their 2-day weight. Next up, Paul and Elizabeth Turner. All right. Oh boy. Hang on. Hang on. Look at this. 1114. Woo! They have a 2-day weight of 2001, and they take the lead. We have to say goodbye, Scott and Christy Water. Let's give them a hand. And next up, the Genco fishing team of Tony and Mike Shepard. They need 11 pounds even to take the lead. 9-14, two-day weight of 18-16. Good weight, buddy. Welcome, TJ Todd and Brian Hatch. You had 907 yesterday. You got 907 again today. You know what? That's consistency right there, boys. Two-day weight of 18-14. Sammy Tidwell and Danny Todd. I need to see 1073. 907, 907. Two-day weight of 1836. Good weight, gentlemen. Austin Brown and Buddy Coy. They need 1063 to take the lead. Oh, 1135. Yeah, how about that? Wow, yeah. You just weighed 11 pounds of fish and you're long arming them? Really? You never been on one of these? The Millennium Marine Hot Seat, you never been there?
No, sir.
How many teams left away?
That one right there.
That one right there?
That's the one I'm worried about.
That's the one you're worried about? One to go. Somebody's going to win the Kentucky-Tennessee State Championship, brought to you by American Ethanol. Welcome, Mike Wise and Leonard Barnett. 11:23. Here we go. You guys nervous? Nervous. Here we go, 11:23. 11:23. 11:23. Not quite 11:23. You did. I love it. 8:33 with a championship weight of 1785. Good turn, my guy. On behalf of Crappie Masters, sponsored by the Renewable Fuels Association, Ethanol Fueled with Pride, American Ethanol, and Bass Pro Shop, it is my pleasure to crown the Kentucky-Tennessee State Champions. Brought to you by American Ethanol with a two-day weight of 20.74 pounds goes to Austin Brown and Buddy Coy. Congratulations. It's not a genie lamp.
Crappie Masters Television is brought to you by the Renewable Fuels Association, American Ethanol, the Missouri Corn Growers Association, Humminbird, and Minn Kota.